Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today is week 2 of the Cozy Up Mystery Quilt for 2018. It has 6 different fabric colors and I'm going to show you right now. Here's our 6 colors. We have A, B, C, G, H, I. I'm going to take it over there to the sewing machine and we're going to get started. Now that block that we did the last time was actually block A. This one here is block B, which is using the ABC. The block C that we're going to complete is using the GHI. And that's how we're going to sew them together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin them all up and then I'll show you. Now remember, what we're doing first is we're taking the 2 bottom and we're putting them right sides together. And I've pinned it into 2 places, just for you to remember. And then when we get done sewing it, we'll open it and we'll attach it to this one here. You can mark your 1/4 inch with a pencil or a friction pin if you want, okay? Now I'm going to chain stitch all of these. Now clip all of these apart. Then I'm going to take them over there and I'm going to iron them. So we're going to have them opened up like this. And then you're going to take the top piece, which is actually A, and you're going to attach it like this. And I'm going to put 3 pins, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold it in the middle, just like the last video when we were doing the first block. Take it, make a little impression here, so I can tell where the middle's at. And then when this is sewn, when this is ironed down, you're going to match up, right? Let me show you here. You're going to match up the fold right here with that seam right there. Now I'm going to chain stitch all of these. And then when I'm done, I'm going to start on the next block. I need to get my leader enders out, I think. So let's just get started here. And I did iron to the dark side, so it's facing downward when I go over it. If you're following along and doing yours, go ahead and finish up, and then I'll be back when I'm done. Now for the next block, you want to go ahead and you want to pin these 2 pieces together. The red is on the left, The larger white is on the right-hand side, so that's going to be on the top that you sew. And I noticed that when I was doing the last set of blocks, the very first one there, that I was constantly having to move my fabric. I'll show you here. I was constantly moving it up here. And I think the reason is that this fabric is very, very soft, therefore it's slippery. So it needs an extra pin on it here. And if at any time that you're sewing you feel like you need that extra pin, even if you needed two, if you needed one here and one here so that you'd have four, then by all means go ahead and pin more. Whatever you're comfortable with and whatever's going to make it easiest for you, that's what you're wanting to use. And then I want you to go ahead and repeat this same process that we did the first time around. I'll do this first block here for you. And you're going to do them all. Chain stitch them, just like before. And when I get all these finished, I'll show you how I'm going to pin the next one. Now, if you're like me, you're not paying attention to where your 1/4 inch is, and this fabric right here, when you go to join it, is too big, lay it on here. Go ahead and let it overlap a little bit, and I've let mine overlap a smidgen on each side. Smooth it out, and I always pin where I have this seam right here on that back part, because now this red, since you ironed to the dark side, which is the red, then it's going upward, and so you don't want your foot to catch it and flip it on you. So I've pinned it. Let me turn it around here. So I have it pinned close to the edge here. So when my needle comes over the top of that, right next to that pin, that's when I'm going to take the pin out. And you can see it's got a little bit of fabric hanging over here. Just a little bit. And I go down to the other end and pin it. And then I'll pin it right here in the middle. So I end up with 4 pins. And then I'll sew it. I'll flip it over. I'll take a look at it. I'll make sure it didn't flip, and it did not flip. If it did flip, I would stop, take this out, and go ahead and go back there and fix it right now. You want to do all your blocks the same way, then iron them, and then I'm going to show you all the blocks when they're done. All right, there's our B. There's our C. Remember, there's 4 each of those, and then up here is our A, which there was 8 of them. So we got 3 blocks done. Okay, that was it for week 2. There's the blocks up on the wall. So I hope you like this video and you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.